Hi, gun people. Wow. Cops. Putting a pistol in someone's mouth and telling them to stop stealing isn't illegal. It's an act of public service to prevent further victims of crimes. 10 Bay Area police officers arrested by FBI corruption probe. Really? What about the FBI corruption? Anyway, good earning the hate. Welcome to another episode of Earning the Hate. So,
Pistol in someone's mouth and telling them to stop stealing isn't illegal. It's an act of public service to prevent further victims of crimes. That is a text message allegedly sent from one Antioch police.
So Antioch is North Bay area. I've worked with this agency and Pittsburgh, chased people through these areas. This is all high crime, high liberal controlled, high diversity, high, left-wing liberal bullshit. And they always want more government and more cops to keep you safe. Meanwhile, what you get is more uncontrollable government with power. Never a good thing.
Police officer in 2020 to another. One of a number of text messages found in one of 4 unsealed indictments released on Thursday.
One of 4 unsealed. That means there's some others that are sealed. Every time I do one of these Earning the Hate videos, people say that I'm bringing heat down on cops, but I'm telling you, for every one that we see, there is 10 or 20 that we don't see. So for those that want to say this is an isolated incident, this is just a few bad cops, all cops are great, all government is great, cops should only have guns, and citizens don't need guns because it makes the poor cops nervous and scared, and cops is a tough job, and to make the job not tough for cops is we just get rid of the guns from good people. It's all bullshit, people. Wake up.
By the United States Attorney's Office.
Let me be clear. Color of law violations will not be tolerated.
That's so bullshit. There's so many under the color of law violations that happen every day that are absolutely not charged, investigated, or looked at, prevented, nothing.
That from FBI Special Agent in Charge Robert Tripp.
Yeah, FBI agent in charge. What about all you under the color assholes who are doing all your illegal FISA search warrants, following Trump, interfering with a campaign, lying about Hillary, protecting the left, and going after Christians and anybody that doesn't support the left? What about all you FBI corrupt motherfuckers? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I digress.
Referring to someone in an official position who deprives someone else of their constitutional right.
Yeah, that never happens. No one in an official position ever violates the Constitution.
Which is what is being alleged in many of these documents.
The indictment describes how defendants boasted about their illegal uses of force in text messages between one another.
Within these 4 indictments, 9 sworn police officers and 1 community officer with not only the Antioch Police Department, but the Pittsburgh Police Department as well. As to some of the charges:
conspiracy to violate wire fraud, conspiracy to distribute anabolic steroids, wire fraud, numerous civil rights violations, destruction, alteration, and falsification of records in federal investigations, and obstruction of justice.
So it sounds like, without reading the indictment, because they didn't put a link to it, it sounds like they found out they were being investigated and they started either deleting text, changing reports, trying to hide reports, etc. They tried to cover their ass after they found out about the investigation.
The indictment shows numerous text messages discussing use of force on individuals. In 2020, one officer texts this to another: LOL, what did you get? Then a derogatory term for a person of color. In another alleged text, an officer writes, I walked out the tent and game planned how to expletive him up. Went back and did just...
Warning, I'm about to say a bad word that's blacked out. I walked out the tent and game planned how to fuck him up. Oh, Rick, you hurt my sensitive feelings. I can't stand to handle that word. YouTube should take down your video. YouTube should protect us from these bad words. Fucking left-wing censorship bullshit.
Wish you were there inside a tent with no cams.
Collectively, these 4 indictments describe a group of officers who acted as though they were above the law.
Oh, gee, that never happens. Cops never think they're above the law. Shit plastered all over their windshield, reading their computer, texting while driving, having accidents while driving 120 miles an hour through a school zone to catch somebody running from. No, they're not. Why would they think they're above the law, Rick? I don't know. I just can't imagine that. Maybe they need more training. Whatever.
One of the indictments also alleges that an officer used his personal cell phone to tip off the target of a wiretap.
So that's kind of serious. Obviously, this cop knew him or was friends with him or was doing business with him or got kickbacks. I tell the story where my buddy went and did a warrant. And when he got there, they found a jacket that belonged to one of the DAs. And the DA's cranker girlfriend was in the house. And she says, "We knew you were coming. My boyfriend told me." And he's the one that signed the warrant. So tipping people off from corrupt government officials always goes on. It happens all the time. These aren't isolated incidents. If you put your trust in government, you're just a victim wandering around waiting for a place to happen.
8 of these officers have already had first appearances in court. 2 more will have that soon. These crimes have maximum sentences of 10 to 20 years in jail if convicted.
Yeah, how many people think they're going to get 10 to 20? Whatever. They're going to cut plea deals or whatever. All right, earning the hate. Well, in that there, another isolated incident, number 4,561,000 of good blue line heroes that just one bad apple got in. Well, in that there,